Check, check. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's plenty. Test. 1, 2, 3. Check. 1, 2. That doesn't seem to be pegging too hard. Okay. Test, test, test. Okay, there, I got it. We offer you a pleasant good afternoon as we broadcast today from Zizzer Stadium. And it's our second soccer telecast of the year on the live stream at ozarkradionews.com and also on Facebook. And Trey Cressman is here, and he's doing the camera work today. I'm Harlan Hutchison. Thanks to Jim Lambert for getting everything all set up for us this afternoon. Our telecast is brought to you by Dave Thomas Shelter Insurance, located in West Plains on West Main Street, along with El Charro Mexican Restaurant, Physical Therapy Specialist Clinic, Wonderland Preschool and Daycare, and Feller Construction. These teams today meet. This is one that's not on the schedule, but today, West Plains with a mark of 6-5, and Fairgrove is 3-6-1. And the starters for this game today for West Plains, our starting group will be Hunter McCullough, along with Landon Casey, Dagan Green, Carmi Lopez, Will Jones in goal, Nate Thomas, Ethan Keller, Sam Pietroburgo, along with Cole Shipley, Mina Gerges, and Jose Ayala. And West Plains will be in the red with the black shorts and black numbers. Meanwhile, Fairgrove will line up with their starting group of Eli Marilat, who is a sophomore goaltender, Dalton Roberts, Stephen Dunham, Eli Edwards, Preston Kothenbutel, Joshua Orr, Andrew Schertz, Mitch Van Cleve, Daniel Tennyson, Jackson Rowden, and Sem Harp will round out the starters for Fairgrove, who will be in the white with purple numbers and purple lettering as both teams get ready to take the field and kick this game off. The officials for this game today, the referee is Bobby Denton, and the lines people will be Daniel Alvarez and Courtney Cummings. The scoreboard is set on 40 minutes. And I think we're just about ready to get started. We'll have, or at least West Plains on Friday, will have a match at Springfield Greenwood. And on Monday, West Plains will be here against Springfield Kickapoo. And if I'm remembering correctly, the next match that we will be doing on the live stream is a week from Saturday. So the Eagles and the Zizzers both come out on the turf here at McDonald's Field. And probably with introductions, and here they are. Okay, looks like we're ready to get the match started, and it'll be Fairgrove who will kick it off to get things rolling here. Jackson Rowden, a sophomore, will start it off for Fairgrove at midfield, and Fairgrove will be going left to right, and this match is underway. 65 degrees, about 43% humidity, the wind gusting a little over 15 miles an hour. Essentially blowing across the field as you watch this. It's going to be more or less toward the camera. West Plains will beat them down the field here, and now we'll have a chance to set up in the offensive end. And a near miss on the first shot of the game. That went just a little bit wide to the left as it crossed the goal line. Don't know if the goaltender touched it. Landon Casey. For the first shot, it'll be a corner kick for West Plains. That was a really good corner kick. West Plains couldn't really get control of it. On the corner kick a moment ago, that was Mina Gerges who really put a nice ball across the box. West Plains with Nate Thomas on the possession. Now Fairgrove will get it back. Fairgrove with a record of 3-6-1 on the season. Landon Casey will throw the ball in from the near sideline for West Plains. The officials have stopped the clock. They had to get the goaltender another pullover. He was wearing the same color as the Zizzers were in the field, so try and draw some distinction there before we go further along. And here we go. You can't go until the goaltender's ready, or the keeper. Long throw in, and West Plains will see the Eagles get control of it, at least for the time. Nate Thomas now with it. Tries to step through, does, gets around the left end to the corner. Gerges will pass it toward the box. It'll be intercepted there, and Fairgrove will be on the possession. Ethan Keller played that ball back toward the middle of the field. Now West Plains will play it back again. Up the right side, shot and a goal. That was a really good shot from a fairly difficult angle, it looked to me like, from the far right side. First goal of the game is scored by Dagan Green. So that comes at the 36-46 mark. Dagan Green with the first goal of the game. Now West Plains on the possession again. Landon Casey up the left side. The ball will be played out of bounds, and it'll be West Plains on the throw-in. Fairgrove will have it. Intercepted by West Plains. Back on offense again. Gerges has it stripped away. Andrew Schertz, a junior, long ball at the middle of the field. Really good pass. And now Fairgrove on the attack. Joshua Orr. His shot goes wide, and it'll go out of bounds. And that will be a goal kick for West Plains. When West Plains played Greenwood here, I think that was the first home game. Much of the game was played in that middle 70, 80 yards. Now West Plains on the rush. And it'll be controlled there by the Eagles. Eli Merlat. Now Fairgrove threatens to establish their offensive zone here a little bit. Ball deflected away in a really good play that time, a smart play. Mina Gerges with the play to kick the ball out of bounds and make Fairgrove throw it in. Just 6 minutes in, and here's the inbound pass. Thought we might have had a handball there, but not the case. West Plains will play it out with the header and come back the other way. Here's either a shot or a pass. They were trying to center the ball from the right side that time. And the goaltender did a good job. The keeper got his hands on it and stops play right there. West Plains will control and now play the ball upfield. I think that last shot, again, was taken by Dagan Green, who has the only goal of the game for West Plains. Merlat will play the ball upfield. Landon Casey looks for a long lead pass to Nate Thomas, but is chased down by the defense. Fairgrove will try and play it out, and they do. Here's a shot, and it's going to be fielded by Merlat. Sam Pietroburgo with the shot from about 20 yards out, but fielded cleanly by the keeper, and they'll get it back. Nice lead ball up the left sideline. And Fairgrove on the attack, trying to tie the game. West Plains with a good job of getting the ball out of there in that time. Hunter McCullough on defense. And now West Plains has it. An onside play. Ball is kicked wide. That'll go out of bounds. And probably, and it will be, West Plains ball. Nate Thomas will throw the ball in. Dagan Green in the middle of the field with a good lead pass, but that's going to be kicked out of bounds by Fairgrove, and that'll mean a corner kick for West Plains. Landon Casey will have the corner kick. West Plains will take it at on the defensive end on the far right side of the right sideline now. And the referee will blow the whistle, Bobby Denton, and it'll be West Plains on the possession now. Just their side of the 50-yard line. (120-yard field). The goals are right under the goal post at each end on the end line of the end zone. Here's the ball headed out of bounds, and it'll be West Plains with another corner kick. First goal of the game came at 36-46. Had hardly broken a sweat at that point. Dagan Green with the first goal of the contest, and West Plains is on top 1-0. Oh, good play by the goaltender on the corner kick to get that ball out. That looked like a possible goal right there, but instead West Plains will play it now. Long pass up the right side, and that'll be fielded by the keeper, Merlat. Fairgrove will try and flip the field now, and that'll be a foul out in the middle of the field. So that'll allow Fairgrove to set things up and attack. Long ball up the right sideline. That thing rolled for 50 yards before someone finally played it, but it'll be West Plains ball on a throw-in on the far side. Ball headed toward the goaltender, but the keeper gets his gloves on it, so everyone else will retreat as he'll kick the ball downfield. Good job saving the ball on the near side by Joshua Orr for the Eagles. And again, it'll be the keeper coming up to play the ball as West Plains tried to utilize the long pass. Couldn't quite get there as the goalkeeper took care of it for Fairgrove. McCullough's clearing attempt gets blocked back, goes toward the inline and out of bounds. Will Jones has to chase it down. And it'll be West Plains with a free kick here. 25-28 and counting here in the first of two halves from Zizzer Stadium at McDonald's Field on a windy afternoon. Will's kick travels to midfield. Played out of bounds by the Eagles. And West Plains with the throw in. Nate Thomas contending for the ball out at midfield. Nice touch pass across to Eli Edwards, a senior from Fairgrove. Here's a centering pass that's headed out of bounds. Not a great percentage opportunity for Fairgrove. They really haven't had, I think, one shot that wasn't on goal. That was a little bit wide. And that missed shot by Jackson Rowden. He is a sophomore. Will kicks it across the 50. And now the ball goes upfield, nearly an opportunity, but it'll be played back by the goalie, Marilot, and at midfield we'll have a whistle and a foul called on, it looks like, the Eagles. Hunter McCullough will play the ball now. As play comes back. Good aggressive play by Mitch Van Cleve, a Fairgrove senior, to get that ball out of his end. And that will go out of bounds. Fairgrove will have the throw in. McCullough will kick it, but it'll go out of bounds. West Plains defensively has been pretty good here in the first half. They haven't had really any breakdowns. And now they'll attack again. Nate Thomas was thinking about a long shot, but that ball was cleared away from him and out of bounds. Substitution, Tyler Paget, a junior, will come in for the Eagles. And he'll sub in for Sim Harp. And now here's a Lead pass, but controlled by Dagan Green with a long shot. Just missed the crossbar. Wow. That was much closer, I think, than the goaltender Merillat thought it was going to be. That ball was sinking as it approached the goal, but just cleared the crossbar and went out of bounds. 21 minutes left in the first half. Out the right side, here's a shot, and oh, it's deflected and goes wide. Well, that turned out to be a pretty close play in the end. Nate Thomas, Dagan Green. Sam Pietroburgo. Now Casey with a long shot. That's going to go way wide and out of bounds, and so Fairgrove will have the free kick with 19 and a half minutes left in the first half. West Plains will play again on Friday at Greenwood. That's who we played here in the first home match this season. That turned out to be pretty entertaining, mainly because West Plains won. I believe the score was 4-2. Ball is played out of bounds by West Plains. Ethan Keller, the junior defenseman, and I've noticed that he has stayed in position here in the first half very well. Has been able to get to several balls and play them back. And now West Plains on the attack. Here's Nate. He may have tweaked something there. But he's going to run it off, walk it off. Good ball up the left side. Thomas will center, and boy, again, Dagan Green, man alive. He's just all over the place. Scored the only goal. That was a handball and was seen by the referee, Bobby Detton, so it'll be West Plains with the possession. So Hunter McCullough will address the ball just inside the 50-yard stripe. Really good job by Tyler Pageant, Fairgrove Jr., to play that ball upfield and out of harm's way. Outside of that first goal, there have been a couple of chances for West Plains. Paget will play it nicely up the right sideline, but that'll be out of bounds, and so West Plains will get control. Ethan Keller will throw the ball inbounds for West Plains. Landon Casey came from behind that time as the fly in the ointment, and it results in West Plains having possession. And the ball will go out of bounds. Middle of the field, right-footed kick is going to be controlled off the shot by Noah Denton for West Plains. Marillac will play it from his keeper position. Casey with a nice heel pass and a shot and a score. Nate Thomas with the score that time. That was a really nice heel pass from Landon Casey that set him up, and that was a bullet. As Nate scores from about 15 yards out. And so at 15:07, the lead increases, and West Plains now up 2-0. Long ball up the field for West Plains, but it could have been a case of offside. Alex Policarpo with the attempt that time, but was a little early down the field. Here's a long kick from about 40 yards out, but it's going to be fielded and cleared out by Fairgrove. Still 14 minutes to go in the first half. Eagles have the possession. Nate Thomas will chase it and get to it before it goes out of bounds. He centers, but Marillac will have it. Played out by the West Plains defense. They saved that. They did save that from going out of bounds, so the ball is live down the right side. I think that ball went out on the inline side of the flag in the corner, and so it will be a corner kick. And it'll be Nate Thomas as his teammates will set up accordingly. Ball is headed high in the air twice. A third time will go out of bounds. Last headed by West Plains. So his first half has gone on. Most of the play has been in the Fairgrove end, the West Plains offensive end. And they're getting some looks and have a 2-0 lead. Ooh. I'm not sure, but it really, for all the world, looked like that ball came up and caught the Fairgrove player right in the face. Lost his shoe and probably the feeling in his left cheek. Clock stopped while the player exchange was made. Again, Landon Casey with that nice heel pass. West Plains has possession with Mia Gerges, but the ball is tipped out, and so it'll stay with West Plains. Still over 10 minutes to go in the first half. Long pass. Stayed onside that time. San Pietroburgo got bumped off the ball. Here's the West Plains possession now. That was a good play by Mina Gerges to control that ball and move it back downfield. Nice job of ball handling by Andrew Schertz, Fairgrove Jr., but eventually the ball is out. Now Landon Casey with a high pop pass, and that'll be played back. Gerges will kick it out of bounds, and with 9:15 to go, it'll be played again by the keeper, Eli Merlot. 2-0 score. West Plains scored early. Just 3 minutes and 14 seconds into the game. Dagan Green with a big shot, and then later at 15:07, Nate Thomas with a goal, 2-0. Boy, right in the middle, wide open. Landon Casey with a shot just wide of the right post. That was I think fair to say, a defensive breakdown that time by Fairgrove. They had no one defensively covering the middle that time. Justin Frazier is the coach of the West Plains Zizzers. Matthew Novak coaches Fairgrove. Wind is blowing, feels like it's blowing across the field here, so it doesn't really favor either team for that matter. Boy, it looked like maybe once again Dagan Green was going to have another chance, but just a little bit out of his reach. Now Fair Grove with an opportunity. And with a collision down around the 10-yard line. Zizzer player took a hip up around the chest area. Jose Ayala will be coming out of the match, and in for him, Quinn Curtis. Will Jones, who really hasn't had much to do so far in the match. We'll kick this one away from the top of the box. West Plains tried to set the ball up middle of the field, but Fairgrove stood their ground. Mina Gerges gets it back. Nate with a long shot high. And like a Friday night, that went through the goalpost. Went between the uprights over the goalpost. Nate Thomas, who kicks for the football team, was 4 for 4 kicking the ball on extra points at Kickapoo the other night. And since they've kind of got their kicking game squared away, it's pretty solid right now. But back to soccer. Here's a ball knocked down, played up ahead, and again, the keeper will get a handle on that. Now a long ball up the middle of the field. Hunter McCullough challenged it. Play may have gone offside. Fairgrove player getting up slowly after taking a kick to the back of the calf. Dalton Roberts. And he will come out of the match in favor of Daniel Tennyson, who is a junior. Four minutes, 22 seconds left in the first half. They've obviously had some numbers changed or not added to their program. I believe that's Hayden Lair that's in the lineup right now, who just came in for Fairgrove. Fairgrove will just play the ball out, and it'll be a corner kick for West Plains. Landon Casey was putting up with two defenders there. That was a really good play by the keeper to come out aggressively, because West Plains had someone there within about 7-8 yards with an opportunity, but Eli Marilat came out, challenged, and now it'll be Fairgrove. They'll have the free kick with Stephen Dunham with 2:35 left in the first half. 2-0 West Plains. Foul on the Zizzers will give it back to the Eagles. 2:10 to go in the half. And for one of the few times tonight, the ball makes it to Will Jones in the Zizzer goal, and he'll kick it away. I think it'd be safe to say, after nearly 20 minutes, Fairgrove, or 40 minutes, Fairgrove really hasn't had what you call a really good chance. Would that be fairly accurate, you think? Trey is my repository of soccer knowledge over here, so I'll lean on him. Ball goes out, it'll be Fairgrove. No, it'll be Mina Gurgis throwing the ball in for West Plains. We're down to a minute left in the first half. West Plains defensively does, I think, a pretty good job of playing their positions and being disciplined about that. Ow. There's another one that came up and caught an eagle up high. Andrew Schertz. As Ethan Keller popped one. Down to 20 seconds. Can the Zizzers get another shot here before the end of the half? And we're down to 10 seconds. Ball played to midfield. And now we'll have a foul. That will surely be against Fairgrove. Time runs out in the first half. And West Plains, as we get to the break here after the first 40 minutes, will enjoy a 2-0 lead. And we'll take a break here at the half as you watch Zizzer Soccer on OzarkRadioNews.com, along with Hot Country KDY Facebook. Match brought to you by Dave Thomas Shelter Insurance on West Main Street in West Plains, along with El Charro Mexican Restaurant with 2 locations in town. PTSD Physical Therapy Specialist Clinic, West Plains and Mountain Grove, Wonderland Preschool and Daycare, and Feller Construction. Halftime score, 2-0 Zizzers. Back with the second half in just a few minutes here on the live stream. We're getting ready for the second half of today's soccer match on the live stream on OzarkRadioNews.com along with KDY on Facebook. And West Plains will start the second half with possession here in this match. Fairgrove was very deliberate coming back out to start the second half, but they're ready, and so are the Zizzers as the second half begins. West Plains with a 2-0 lead, and they're in the red going left to right. Now West Plains with a run. Here is Dagan Green with a crossing shot that will be wide and go out of bounds. I'll have to put the knocks on to see for sure. It was really kind of hard to tell if that was I think it was a shot. But on the opposite side, West Plains had Sam Pietroburgo, who was breaking toward the net, and that didn't miss him by much either. Fairgrove's had a little bit of trouble getting the ball out of their end on goal kicks, so they have alternated between the keeper and field players with doing that. Nate Thomas circles out high with it. That pass off the mark to 46 in the first half on a big shot by Dagan Green, and then later Nate Thomas connected with 15:07 to play in the first half. 2-0 is the score, and it has been pretty much West Plains' game. Now Dagan with another big shot, a score! Or was it a score? Evidently not. Just off the outside of the post and into the net. But the keeper got a hand on it, so it'll be a corner kick as it went over the end line. Landon Casey will center the ball. Ooh, that was close. The keeper comes out, plays it upfield. Ethan Keller controls it. Dagan Green with a good long throw in there. Big shot by Landon Casey is high above the goal and hits the crossbar on the goal post. He made really good contact with that. And now the goal kick will be played about 40 yards upfield by West Plains. Stephen Dunham with the kick. And again, Dagan Green with a shot from about 22 yards out. That will go wide. And back over to Fair Grove, 34:57 left. Today's game match brought to you by Dave Thomas, Shelter Insurance, along with El Charro Authentic Mexican Restaurant, Physical Therapy Specialist Clinic, Wonderland Preschool and Daycare, and Feller Construction. Played 6 minutes of the second half. Fairgrove has spent very little time at the offensive end. But now here's a situation that looked like it was going to come together, but instead Will Jones has the ball. The keeper will kick it away for West Plains. Good angled kick. And we had a handball by Fairgrove on that play, and so West Plains will have it. Long pass downfield. Dagan Green was in the vicinity, but he finally gets it. There's a shot from the left corner, and that'll be fielded. Fairgrove will play it out up the right sideline. And now they get a little bit of a break, and here's a shot and a score. One of the few breakdowns we've seen by West Plains today. Jackson Rowden, a sophomore, got between the defenders and made a terrific shot. Jackson Rowden with the first goal for the Eagles here. And now back at the other end, West Plains with an opportunity, but Eli Marilat will get to it. That was really surprising as that run was made and Rowden was able to turn that into gold for his team. Ball out of bounds at the Fairgrove end of the field. And it'll be played in by the Eagles. Well, suddenly this was a pretty comfortable 2-0 lead. Now not so comfortable at 2-1. Ball intercepted at midfield. Here's a long ball for Dagan Green. Leads himself. Keeps it in play, but Marilat will get control of it. Dagan was pretty much reduced to just trying to keep that ball in play. So what was generally West Plains dominating the game in the first half, here in the second, a little over 6 minutes in, Jackson Rowden's goal makes it a 2-1 game. And Fairgrove will have it on the far side. West Plains gets the ball out. Now Fairgrove will hold it in. Now Landon Casey with a head of steam. Gets by the defender up the right sideline. Landon still moving with it. His shot goes into the goal. And West Plains on a tip-in goal. Landon Casey's initial shot there. Was that Sam Pietroburgo? With the tip-in goal. And again, Landon Casey will get an assist on that. He had one earlier on a nice back heel pass, and this time played it from right to left, and Sam Pietroburgo was right there at the 30-43 mark. So 30 minutes to go in the game. We've had a total of 4 scored now, 3 by West Plains. And here comes Landon Casey again with position. Tries to heel it back to Nate Thomas. Ball is taken away by the Eagles. And it almost appears that that Fair Grove goal kind of woke West Plains up a little bit. Noah Denton on the throw-in for West Plains. Taken away by Casey. Here's a shot wide off the outside of the goal by Dagan Green. Dagan has just been very noticeable at the offensive end so far today. One of the 3 goals. Really good job on the near sideline that time by Noah Denton to keep the ball alive. It'll be a violation, and it'll be West Plains ball. 45 yards out. Now it'll be a little more. That was a nice back heel play that time. Fair Grove got control of it with Andrew Schertz. Hunter McCullough comes up. Plays the ball for West Plains from the defense. 3-1 game with 27:46 to go. Starting to approach the midway point of the second half. If West Plains could win this game, they would raise their season mark to 7-5. Fair Grove is currently sitting at 3-6-1. Here comes Dagan again up the right side. Crossing play. Landon Casey facing. Tries, but that ball is cleared. Now back in again. Andrew Schertz for Fair Grove called for a foul, and so it'll be West Plains ball, and they're going to be in a really good spot here. Nate Thomas has the ball sitting on the near hash mark, and it's from the goal, 24-yard kick. So a definite opportunity here. Here's his kick, and it's fielded. Nice play that time by Eli Marilat for Fairgrove. That ball didn't have, it was an accurate ball, didn't have a lot of pace on it. Still a lot of time to go in the match, 25 minutes. But outside of that goal, it came on a defensive breakdown for West Plains. Again, outside of that, Fairgrove really hasn't had many opportunities. Good hustle that time. Now here's a long ball inbounded, and wow, Dagan Green had almost a point-blank shot, but the ball went off the side of his foot. And Marilat very, very lucky that time that wasn't goal number 4. Casey with a long pass. I thought that was offside, evidently not. Up the left side. Here's a shot partially blocked. Sam Pietroburgo had a crack at it, but going down to block it with the body was Stephen Dunham. The sun has finally gone down across the way. So the lights will start taking effect here in a little bit. Twilight. Here's a shot by Nate Thomas. That'll go wide right. "23 minutes, 5 seconds to go." Again, Stephen Dunham will have the honor on the free kick. And a pretty good one to the middle of the field. Another heel pass now up the middle. It'll be fielded by Marilat. And the keeper will put the left foot to it. And a high kick toward midfield. And again, here comes Dagan Green at the other end. Contact, whistle, and it'll be a free kick. And it'll go back over to Fairgrove. Boy, Landon Casey is always on the move and around the ball, it seems like. He is knocked down, and it'll stay with West Plains. Fairgrove's going to have to be a little more aggressive, take some more chances Down by 2. Still 21 minutes left, but in soccer time, that's not a long time. Nate Thomas with a long shot. About 35 yards out. Went wide left. We'll get another ball inbounded, and the keeper will kick it away as we hit the 21-minute mark. A 4-on-4 situation. Here's a shot from way outside. Last West Plains shot was taken by Carmine Lopez, who is a freshman. And what I've seen this year, very good player. Fairgrove with the throw-in now. Nate Thomas, good job protecting the ball on the far sideline, but it's going to be kicked out. And they're going to say last touched by West Plains. Now West Plains gets back on defense. Ball goes out. And last touch by the Eagles. Landon Casey, who competes for every ball, had 2 players after him, and he is fouled on the play. So it'll be played at midfield for the Zizzers, trying to add to a 3-1 lead. We're under the 19-minute mark. Nice heel pass up ahead to Nate Thomas. That ball will be cleared out of bounds to the far sideline. Quinn Curtis comes in for West Plains, a junior. And coming out of the lineup, Carmine Lopez. Here's a shot just over the goal. And once again, Dagan Green had another really good chance. He put a lot of foot in it, but it sailed over the crossbar. So very close to having a 4-1 game there. Fairgrove has had very few rushes, but what they have had in the second half, other than their breakaway, has been really not much offensive support. Maybe a couple of players. Here's Landon Casey with a shot. That's blocked. Kicked out of bounds. Landon Casey, who not only plays soccer but plays football and has been terrific at both this season for West Plains. Ooh, there's a shot and a missed chance right there. That ball just a mere, I don't know, 25, 30 feet from the goal. San Pietroburgo had a shot. He was probably more open than he realized. Now he chases it again. And it will go out. Last touch by West Plains. Nate Thomas heads it, chests it, shoots it, and it's caught. The keeper will pull it back and kick it away. West Plains doesn't have to look to score here, but they certainly haven't pulled back, and here they come on the attack again. Nate shifts gears, kicks it to the right corner, and that ball will be wide. And I'll go out of bounds. Pass was intended for Quinn Curtis. Under the 15-minute mark. Of course, our next broadcast from Zizzer Stadium will be on Friday night when West Plains will host Lebanon. It'll be the homecoming game. Nice ball up the left side now. Fairgrove on possession. Ooh, that one rolled off the foot of Tyler Pageant, who had some ideas there but couldn't catch up with it. Fairgrove will just play that out of bounds, and West Plains will have another shot here on the inbound. Nate Thomas centers the pass, but it's fielded there. Now take it away. Dagan Green with it. He gets control of the ball. Centers. That ball is lost as well. Played out. Dagan Green now over to Landon Casey in the middle. And a foul will be called against West Plains. So at the 13-10 mark, Fairgrove with it. Dunham will play it up the right sideline. But really, outside of the goal, the Eagles scored to make it a 2-1 game by Rowden. They have not had much in the way of chance. Here's a shot. Same player we talked about just a second ago with the shot that time. Jackson Rowden, and fielded by Will Jones. We're not too far from the single digits when it comes to the time here in this match. West Plains tries to add on. Here's Nate Thomas. It's a really good defensive play there to play that ball out. Rowden tried that Back heel pass, but couldn't get enough on it there. Now West Plains is back with Nate Thomas. Eagles on the attack. Looked like that might have been a handball, but play continues. Long pass up. Will Jones will come up. They tried to spring Tyler Pageant behind the defense. Timed it okay, but Will able to get there to it, and now clears it out with the kick. Long ball played downfield. Oh, it's misplayed, and a shot and a goal as Dagan Green scores another one. West Plains just played the ball down the field, and Dagan Green won the race to the ball, and the goaltender had virtually no chance on that one. So that should put this game pretty much away. Now it's a matter of what will the final score be. I'm not sure. I thought it was Jose Ayala who played that ball down the field with a really strong kick. And Dagan Green outraced the defense. He was onside as the ball went by and just outraced them to the ball. So under 10 minutes. 9:50 left. 4-1 West Plains. Casey chips it across. Here's a shot just high over the crossbar. Dagan Green is scoring goals and getting chances. That one looked like a really good chance, but again, just a little bit over the crossbar. Little body contact between players. Fairgrove's attack has really broken down much of the game in that midfield area, and that's where West Plains defensively has really made it hard on them. Long ball down the field, played away from Nate Thomas and kicked out of bounds. There was a handball. .7:45 left. Fairgrove just having a really tough time penetrating the defense for West Plains, and there was a misplayed pass. So Casey will throw it in. Long up the field. Nate Thomas tried to play it back to one of his guys, then tried to chase it down himself, but good sliding tackle there. And back will come Nate. Long pass up the middle, really good pass. Now they're going to say it was offside. Play like that's all a matter of timing. And it was really close, but unfortunately the timing was just off a tad. West Plains had pulled a cargo breaking on that last play, but again, just a little offside. Long kick up the field. It's going to be dobbed ahead, and here comes Dagan again with another shot, another goal. Well, that's a hat trick. .604 to go in the match. And Dagan Green gets his third goal. And that makes it 5-1. So it's turned into a runaway here at McDonald's Field at Zizzer Stadium. Dagan Green with 3. Nate Thomas with 1. Sam Pietroburgo has the other one. Fairgrove will take the ball away in the offensive end. And now West Plains will retrieve with Hunter McCullough. Fairgrove with a good job that time, clearing the ball out. Now Nate Thomas with a shot. That goes wide and out of bounds. You can tell by the body language of a lot of the players, they're ready for the last 4 minutes to expire here because sucking a little bit of wind at this point. Ball goes to the right corner. Landon Casey had it and lost it. Along up the right side, but that's controlled by West Plains. Played to midfield. Casey will play it ahead, but kicked out of bounds again by Fairgrove. We're down to 3 minutes to go in this match. West Plains will improve their record to 7-5. Here's a shot. And fielded easily that time by Eli Marilat. We only have one game, one match today, just the varsity. Casey with a good play to get that ball upfield, now back the other end. Now, looked like for a second that Fairgrove had something in the works there, but that broke down. West Plains had more people back on defense in that particular situation than they did when Roughton scored on the break-in. Minute 27 and counting, 5-1 West Plains. They're going to pick up win number 7 here today, and Fairgrove is going to fall to 3-7-1 for the year. There's a long shot straight on from about 30 yards out, but Will Jones had it played perfectly, blocked it with the body, and now kicks it away. Under a minute to go. In fact, 42 seconds left in this match. Here come West Plains with a 5-on-4. Long pass up the right sideline now. Curtis will center it, and it's knocked back at the post, still loose, and the keeper will play it there, and Marilot will kick it out of danger. 12 seconds to go. And that will be the end of the match as the West Plains Zizzers pick up the win here tonight at McDonald's Field at Zizzer Stadium. By a final score of 5-1. To recap the scoring in this before we shut everything down, West Plains took a 2-0 halftime lead on first half goals by Dagan Green. His came just 3.5 minutes in. Then Nate Thomas with still 15 minutes to go in the half. He connected to make it 2-0. Second half, with 7 minutes played, Jackson Rowden made it a 1-goal game on a nice breakaway. But then it was all West Plains. Sam Pietroburgo with a tip-in goal. And then Dagan Green added 2 more, so he finished tonight with a hat trick. And West Plains wins 5-1, and they go now to 7-5 on the year. Their next match will be at Springfield Greenwood coming up on Friday. Thanks to our sponsors for our live stream tonight. Dave Thomas, Shelter Insurance, along with El Charro, authentic Mexican restaurant. Physical Therapy Specialist Clinics. Wonderland Preschool and Daycare. And Feller Construction. We appreciate all who make it possible for us to do these live stream broadcasts here on OzarkRadioNews.com and on KDY Facebook. So good job, Trey Cressman, again tonight. And we thank you for watching whenever, whether it was live or if you're watching after the fact. We appreciate it and look forward to our next game, next match for West Plains will be on the 10th. And that'll be I believe that's a Saturday match here. And so we'll have more information on the website and on Facebook about that. 5-1, West Plains wins, as we say. Good night from Zizzer Stadium.